Hey YouTube, Shukun Shinobi here with the review of the Figma Kamen Rider Axe from Kamen Rider Dragon Knight SP028 in the Figma line. The 10th, I think, in the series. I don't know why I keep saying that because I don't know the numbers for sure. But blue box, done in his blue color scheme. It's a little bit lighter than he is, but still really cool. Picture him on the side here, as always. Pictures on the back. And the tiger logo, which is the Axe logo because they're the same thing, done right up there. I always liked Axe. I like silver and blue as a color scheme. I like silver and anything as a color scheme, really. And I like tigers, so it's kind of a double win in my book. Because it has a cool color scheme, and his Advent Beast is a cool animal. So let's bring the camera down and take a look-see at him. Alright, so here's his head sculpt. Really nice, I think. It's hindered quite a bit in the articulation area. You can look down, and that's about it because of his pretty thick collar. You can't really look up, but not a major flaw, but just something I kind of dig head articulation. You can go like this, too, if you want him to do that. His shoulder pads do get in the way of articulation, so, I mean, you're kind of stuck when you're rotating him to do something like that. And they are made out of a soft rubber, so they can kind of get stuck in place if you do something wrong. So don't. But other than that, his armor is done really nice. It's a nice silver paint that I wish the Samurai Morpher was. His deck is done pretty well. Nice dead center. And here he is from the back. Nothing too thrilling. He doesn't have a really fantastical back design or anything. But still really cool, and as always, the rubber front to emulate awesome suitness. So that's about all for Axe. We'll take a look at what he comes with. And typical Figma articulation, I'm sure you all know by now, single joint there, rotatey on the foot, and then that round of articulation on the hips. There we go, the hips. Stay. Alright, so as always, he comes with the Figma Essentials, the final vent card with the little Axe logo in there, the Figma stand, the Figma bag, typical set of hands, card holding hand, drag visor holding hand, weapon holding hands, relaxed hands, split open hands. The usual. And of course he comes with his visor, apparently called the Dest visor, because the Advent Beast is named the Dest Wilder. But yeah, it's just the Axe thing. He inserts the cards somewhere up here, I think, if I remember right. This might slot open, I don't remember. But really sculpted well. It doesn't feel as brittle as Siren's weapons. And it's pretty solid, I think. In fact, I would definitely pose him with this if it wasn't for the fact that he comes with these. These are his strike vent, which basically steals Dest Wilder's arms, and attaches them to him. They do come with an entirely new arm piece inside of here. It does pop right out, and you can see that it's just a typical hand joint with the peg. But the only difference between this and the arms that are attached to him is that this is a slight bit smaller. Not sure why, but you might be able to just switch out the hands and plug that one into here. I don't know what that would do because I didn't bother doing it. But basically what you do to switch the hands is just pull the arm out. Usually that results in him falling over. Usually that results in the peg staying inside the arm. So you're just going to have to go ahead and twist it out, which might take a little bit of work or no work, depending on your figure. Mine seems to have really tight arms. So just stick that in there the best you can. That one went in there pretty well. And then stick it right to there. Right there. And there you go. You have one of his claws in. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one off camera just for the ease of this. Alright, so here is his claws on him. Really, really cool. All of these fingers are on little tiny ball joints. So they're all independently posable, which is absolutely fantastic. When I was waiting for him, I was like, I'm going to pose him with the axe. I mean, his name's Kamen Rider Axe. Might as well have the axe. And then I saw these things being all individually articulated and awesome. Needless to say, the claws won me over, so now he is going to be like that. So let's get him in a pose like that. You can't even see that. So it'll be a surprise, I guess. Just, I mean, having like these individually articulated claws is just really cool, particularly on a figure like this. I'm so used to like just having things in stuck poses, particularly accessories, that it's really cool to have something fairly fresh. I am failing at this pose, so I'm just going to kind of get him in a different pose that shows off the claws a little bit better. I don't like that. I don't know why all my figures have to crouch all the time. That's really weird. Alright, so let's go ahead and plop him on the stand. Just like that. And bring in his legs a little bit just to fit him in the stand quarters. And there we go. Good enough. Bring him forward a little bit. I love Axe so much. Owning all of them now. At the time of this recording, I did get Dragon Knight in the mail, so I have all of them that are currently announced and available. He is probably my favorite. Axe isn't my favorite design, but the Axe is well. There goes Skull. The Axe is well sculpted, well painted. The claws look beautiful. They don't hinder his articulation any. He still has full elbow motion. And these individual articulated claws are just an absolute win for me. So, I've always liked him. His figure rocks. I see no glaring flaws, besides obviously a little bit of paint nicks and stuff, but I'm not really one to nitpick about that. So, I love him. I highly recommend him. If you are a fan of Axe, or Tiger in Ryuki, I highly recommend picking him up. I'm sure the figure art's probably going to come out eventually, but who knows when that is. So, I recommend him. I love him. He's probably my favorite Figma out of the line. You know what? I will say it. He is my favorite. I love him. He's awesome. Plus, he's played by Mike Moh, and Mike Moh is the shit. Love that guy. So, he was on Minute to Win It. Anyway, going on a tangent. So, awesome figure. Pick him up. You won't regret it. So, you can check out a written review at riserangerambles.com, bringing you the latest token news in the craziest way possible. And, of course, check out the RAM boards where you can discuss Dragon Knight, Figmas, and anything else at riserangerambles.com/forums. So, take care and have a great one. Bye.